Yo! Welcome back to a brand new Craftopia guide. In today's guide, we are going to be talking about killing the Dark Anubis. Now, as always, if this guide does help you, please do drop a like and subscribe. Comment down below with any help that you may need. But let's do this. Now, killing Dark Anubis is borderline essential. You want to do this so you can farm up the Indulgence of Anubis, as well as the magical stones. Now, the Indulgence of Anubises, these scrolls here, they allow you to head to any boss or mini-boss spawn point, activate a scroll, and that boss will appear. Or maybe you've just finished killing a boss that you want to farm, you can activate a scroll and it will respawn again. So these are incredibly helpful for when you're trying to gather the right resources with the right enchant. You may have seen me use them in my other guides, such as when we went and killed the Hydra. Rather than waiting for that Hydra to spawn, I can just make it spawn. And then on top of that, if I didn't get the drop that I wanted, I could respawn it again and so on. They're also incredibly easy to farm because you get so many per kill. Now there's a couple of things to keep in mind here. One, it's in hell. So you are going to need the hell resistance potions. Second, every time you kill the Dark Anubis, he comes back at a higher level. But you are able to reset this by starting a new world and keep farming the lower levels all the way up until a point where you're struggling. But it essentially means that you can actually one-shot a lot of the Anubises. So, because we are heading into hell, you will need some hell resistance potions. And if you're planning on farming Anubis for a while for the scrolls or for the magical stones, then you are going to want a good amount of them. But you can actually use your hell resistance to go and get more hell peppers as you repeat this process. Eventually it will get to a point where you have so many hell resistance potions that you can just stay there for as long as you like. Next, I recommend that you have some kind of flying pet, either the dragon or the griffin. You could do this with a helicopter, but it's going to be a bit of a pain. You can also do it without any of them, and I will show you both ways. So let's head to our altar of transportation. Let's find a hell island. The level is borderline irrelevant, but go for the lowest one because you are going to have to kill some golems to get to Anubis himself. So here I am in hell. I'm going to pop my hell resistance. I'm going to throw down my griffin and we're going to make our way through hell. Now, if you look up in the sky to the normal Anubis platform, you will see that it has some kind of barrier around it, stopping you from getting up there. You have to kill 3 of the golems to allow this shield to drop. Now, it has to be the lava golems. Now, straight away, you will see this regular golem right by the start here. That is not the ones we are looking for. We are looking for the ones with the lava effect around it. The first one is always over this direction towards this first skull. So just keep flying around, or if you're on foot, just run, you will be okay. So as we can see, there is a golem here with the kind of lava effect on it. So I'm going to hop off my griffin. I'm actually going to bring him in because he's only level 1. I don't want him to die. We're going to equip our weapon and we're going to kill the first golem. If we don't get hit by random little werewolves. There we go, that should be good enough, but we're going to put a little bit more extra damage in there just in case. There we go. So, now that he is dead, we are going to head over this direction. Let's bring out our griffin again. And that is the first golem killed. So I'll show you now on the map where he is. He's down in this part down here. So we spawned in all the way down here and we just stuck to the right hand side. Now if you just work your way around hell, you will see all 3 of the golems. So we're just going to keep flying and there we go, right up where I mentioned. If you keep on going around the outside, you will always find them. So we're going to come down here. I'm going to bring in my griffin because he's only level 1. And we're just going to come over and demolish him. And we're just going to keep making our way around. We're now going to head over to the 3rd platform. So essentially, what you want to look for is you just want to follow the higher edge. So around the outside of hell, there is the raised platforms. The middle of hell is completely low down. The rest is up on the edge. So you want to stick around that higher edge all the way around until you find them. So here we are at the final golem. I'm going to bring in my griffin again. Come on over, equip my weapon. And there we go. So that is all 3 golems dead. So now when we look up to the sky, we can see the barrier is gone. So let's bring out our griffin again. And let's fly straight up. Now, if you do not have a dragon or a griffin, just head to the chains on the outside. And you can actually run all the way up. It's a little bit slow, a little bit annoying, but it works. The other thing you can do is you can use a helicopter, but the helicopter will set on fire when you get here. The easiest solution is just catch yourself a dragon. Dragons are very easy to capture, and I do have a guide on my channel. Once you have a dragon, you can just fly straight up. The problem is with a helicopter is the helicopter loses health as you're flying. Plus, it's on fire, so you're going to lose even more health. Whereas your griffin or dragon, you can just fly. So we're just going to fly all the way up here. So my griffin did actually run out of stamina. The dragon has a lot more stamina, but you can make it up with either. So as we get up top, you will see there is Dark Anubis himself. So I'm just going to land here, going to bring in my dragon. Now, if you get up here and Dark Anubis is not up here, what you can actually do is save and return to the title screen. When you then load back in, Dark Anubis will be here, but even with the hell resistance, you will still take a bit of damage while up here. So you want to stay on top of your abilities here. I'm then going to equip my shield, pop my abilities, that is going to boost my damage, and you can come on over and talk to him. Now in this world, I've only killed him a few times, so he is level 12, nice and easy. And what he will say is you will see his thing say time has come. Once that has, start deploying all your damage. And there we go. He's only level 12, so he died nice and quick. But as you can see, there is a scroll. That's what we're looking for. And because he was level 12, we got 12 of them. So you can imagine once he gets level 100 plus, your scrolls just keep coming in so fast. So as he has died, I'm going to go down to my bottom bar, pop another scroll, and he's back. We talk to him again. He will say time has come. So we're going to start deploying all of our damage abilities. And there we go. When he does certain abilities, you want to pull yourself towards the outside. He does a little explosion in the middle. I will keep him alive longer on the next kill, and I'll show you exactly the abilities that he puts out. But as you can see, there we go again. We just got another 13 scrolls, and we got a dancing Anubis. I don't know if you guys have seen the dancing Anubis, but it's an Anubis statue that dances. Plain and simple. So I'm going to pop some food here to make sure I stay on top of my health. We're going to go down to the scroll and deploy another scroll. Now this time I will keep him alive long enough that we can see some of his abilities. So I'm going to talk to him, wait for him to say time has come, and instead of deploying all my damage abilities at that point, I'm actually going to not. Let's see what he actually does here. So first one brings you in like so. At this point, you want to be rolling towards the outside. You'll get a slight break, and that's where you want to get away from that explosion. That explosion has the damage to be able to one-hit you. He sends the little ring out, nice and easy. This one, you just have to stay out of the moving, you just want to stay out of the moving patches. He will just keep deploying these damage abilities. Just keep moving, basically. Try not to stand too still. It always has a little break before deploying his actual ability. Remember, dodge attack. Dodge attack is key with most boss fights, especially Dark Anubis. And this is all he is. He's nice and easy to fight. His abilities are a little bit more damaging than the other ones, than the other bosses, but that dodge action, that is what is key. This one is nice and easy because you've just got to stay out of those points. But you have to remember, you are taking health damage and hunger is going down while fighting him. So it's not just his abilities you have to be careful of. You have to stay on top of those other things as well. So here it goes with this ability. This is probably the most devastating one. It really can one-shot you, but it's nice and easy to get out of. So just stay on top of it. That's all. And that's all he does. He will just cycle through these abilities. It's fairly easy to avoid his attacks. So then on top of that, you just want to be inflicting as much damage as possible. And there we go. Nice and easy. So you can keep farming your Dark Anubis. Every one kill will get you more scrolls. So don't be shy with the scrolls. Feel free to keep using them. I will pick up this one here and I will gain 14 of them because he was level 14. Nice and easy. Now if I wanted to and I was struggling with a level 200 plus, I could start a new world. get a Hell Island nice and early, and just go up and start from level 1 Dark Anubis again. Now, the other benefit to fighting a Dark Anubis is the magical stones. Magical stones are key and will give you access to some of the best items in the game. You don't have to kill Dark Anubis for a magical stone. You can also fight any enemy that's classed as dangerous inside Hell. However, Dark Anubis is probably your best bet. You can also combine this with sin potions that will increase your chances of getting the better drops, such as the magical stones, as they are more rare. And there you go, that is how to farm yourself Dark Anubis. There's plenty of ways to do this with different combat styles, but if you use something like magic, wait for it to say time has come before deploying all your abilities. Put down everything you can, so the second he becomes attackable, his health is just gone. He gets annihilated. This may be harder to do as he gets to a higher level, but by then you would have worked out how all of his attack styles work, and it's just a case of avoiding them. Remember, that dodge action is key. If this guide did help you, please do drop a like and subscribe. Feel free to ask any questions down in the comments below. Go and farm yourself some Dark Anubis and get those scrolls. The scrolls are so helpful and will make farming bosses a lot easier. But most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!